Hey guys, I'm Tim Taylor and I'm the owner of Girth Hitch Guiding. We are passionate about sharing transformational adventures in the mountains with you. But one of the prerequisites to going on adventures in the mountains is that you get some experience and that you get some gear. Today I'm going to show you one of the things I keep in my pack when I'm in the mountains. Today we want to talk about a simple piece of equipment. Very helpful and effective, but very simple. And that's a 5-meter bundle of 7mm cord. 7mm cord is the most versatile thing to carry around on your harness. You could carry a bunch of 6 and 5 and 4mm cord and have a few applications with it. But with 7mm, I can do everything. Most importantly, used and saved for our rescue systems. So what we're gonna do with this typically is use it as a prusik. It's going to be where we turn the corner on our 3-to-1 Z-drag rope system, but it's also going to have built into it a load releasing hitch and the capacity to transfer weight and load within any rescue system. It also meets the standard to build anchors in technical terrain. We can use this material, which is rated to 10 kilonewtons, as part of an anchor configuration. One last thing that we'll often do with our 7mm cord is if we're retreating off a route, we might start cutting up our 5-meter bundle and leaving pieces of it wrapped around trees or tied onto bolts that don't have rappel rings. And so that gives us an opportunity to get egress as well. Cheap, simple, solid gear. So we're just set up in a typical multi-pitch climbing scenario. I've got an anchor built, I'm clove hitched into the anchor, I'm secure, and I'm climbing and bringing my second up, and everything's normal, so I don't need to pull out any of my cool special tools yet at this point. But all of a sudden, a rock falls and hits my partner in the head, and I need to raise him up to me, or lower him down. I've got to do something. So I need to pull out some of my extra tools, and the first and most helpful of these extra tools is the simplest one, and it's that 5 meters of 7mm cord. And what we're going to do is we're going to open up that bundle, take out the 5-meter bundle, just pull it out so you've got a little bit of a loop. We're going to take that loop, pass our bundle through the loop 3 times. And what we're doing right now is we're building a prusik. Put the prusik around the rope and then dress it quite nicely so that it grabs properly when it's under load. And this is one of the most common and effective uses for this 7mm cord. I'm gonna go ahead and add a knot because we're gonna need that later in our rescue. And just because I like to, I'm gonna put a non-locker underneath that knot. So we call that a Y knot. We call this a shelf. We've clipped a non-locker into the shelf just in case we need to run a rope through it later for a Z-drag. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a little bit of safety before we eliminate anything else here. So what we're going to do is just take an HMS beaner if you have one and give yourself a bit of slack, and we're putting a backup on that system by putting a clove hitch in. What I'm trying to do here is take out the guide belay device and add in something that'll let me lower or raise efficiently. And so we're going to do what's called escaping the belay. So to escape the belay, I'm going to take one more locking carabiner and I'm going to finish up my work with the 7mm cord. And basically what we're doing now is creating a hitch that will release under load. So it gives me options to backtrack if I need to transfer a load. So that's just a munter hitch with a mule knot, and then I'm blocking it by just pulling the tails through in this scenario. Zone in on how this 5-meter bundle, this prusik, works here while I ratchet my carabiner to transfer the load. You'll see a nice little hockey stick bend taking shape in that rope, and I've now taken the load all the way off of my belay device, eliminated it so that I can decide if I'm going to go up, down, or call for help. So that's escaping the belay. As you can see, we've used this 5 meters of 7mm cord to take a new load, and it's set up to release the load if we needed to. It's super versatile. If that felt complicated to you, Girth Hitch Guiding would be super excited to teach you either a private or a group course, a rescue course. We want to teach you simple, safe systems to play in the mountains. And next week, we're excited to show you how to go from escaping the belay to rigging to raise with a micro traction.